For years, Ben Shephard has been one of the most beloved faces on British television. That familiar smile, that quick humor, that rare ability to make you feel like you're waking up with a friend every morning. Whether it's Good Morning Britain or This Morning, Ben's laughter has been the soundtrack of countless mornings, his energy a daily dose of positivity. But behind that effortless charm, something few people saw was quietly unfolding. It began subtly, a bit of fatigue here, a few aches there. Nothing serious, he thought. Probably just the long hours, the early mornings, the constant buzz of cameras and lights. After all, Ben's always been unstoppable. The kind of man who'll host a show, run a marathon, and still have energy left to crack a joke. But Annie noticed. She always does. His wife of over 2 decades, his confidant, his calm in every storm, saw that something wasn't quite right. The tired eyes, the unspoken pain, the moments where the smile faltered just a little too long. She urged him to see a doctor, even when he brushed it off with that trademark grin of his. And when the test results came back, everything changed. Doctors found something serious, something that demanded immediate attention and long-term care. It was a shock to everyone, even Ben himself. The man who had spent years lifting everyone else's spirits suddenly had to face a battle of his own. Those close to the family say the moment they heard the diagnosis was heartbreaking. Annie was in tears. She couldn't believe it. This was Ben, strong, steady, always positive. Seeing him vulnerable, facing something so heavy, was almost unbearable. But if you know anything about Ben Shephard, you know that even in the hardest moments, he finds a way to smile. And he's not alone. Annie has been his rock, standing by him through every appointment, every treatment, every quiet night when the world feels too heavy. Friends say she's been extraordinary, holding him when he needs it, managing their home, keeping things as normal as possible for their 2 sons. But behind that brave face, there have been tears. There have been nights when she breaks down, when the fear of what's to come feels too big to carry. Yet every morning she gets up. Every day she reminds him, we've got this. Because love like theirs doesn't give up. It fights. Those who know them best say Ben and Annie's bond is stronger now than ever. Their love, once filled with laughter and adventure, has deepened into something even more powerful. A quiet, unshakable connection that shines brightest in the dark. Colleagues at ITV have also been deeply affected. One insider shared, "Everyone at the studio is heartbroken. Ben is the heart of the team, always smiling, always making everyone laugh. To know he's struggling like this, it hurts." And it's not just his colleagues, the entire nation has rallied behind him. Social media has been flooded with messages of love and support. Hashtags like "Stay Strong, Ben" and "We Love You, Ben" have trended, with fans sharing memories of the joy he's brought them over the years. One fan wrote, "Ben's been part of our mornings for years. He's lifted our spirits so many times. Now it's our turn to lift his." Another said, "He's more than just a presenter. He's family to us. We love him and we're rooting for him." And that's what makes Ben so special. It's not just his talent or his charm, it's his heart. He's the kind of person who never walks past without saying hello, who remembers everyone's name, who finds the funny side even when things get tough. That's the Ben Shephard everyone knows and loves. Despite the difficult road ahead, Ben is facing it with courage and optimism. In a message to fans, he shared his gratitude. "I'm incredibly thankful for all the support. Annie and the boys have been amazing, and I'm determined to get through this." Those words, simple but full of strength, reflect exactly who he is. A man who, even when facing his hardest battle, still finds time to thank others. Doctors remain cautiously hopeful about his recovery. It won't be easy, and it won't be quick, but with time, care, and that unstoppable shepherd spirit, there's every reason to believe brighter days are coming. In the meantime, Ben has taken a well-deserved step back from television to focus on what truly matters: family, rest, and healing. The lights of the studio may be dimmer without him, but the love surrounding him has never shone brighter. Annie continues to be his greatest source of strength, and their boys, the joy of his life, remind him every day why he keeps fighting. Friends say that even in the midst of uncertainty, Ben still finds ways to make everyone laugh. One joked that he's already trying to turn hospital waiting rooms into talk shows just to keep spirits high. That's Ben, always finding light in the dark. And maybe that's what makes his stories so powerful, because it's not just about illness, it's about love, about resilience, about how one man's kindness and optimism can inspire millions, and how when it needs it most, that love comes back to him 100-fold. Ben and Annie's story is one of devotion, of laughter and tears, of holding hands through the storm. And though the future may still be uncertain, one thing remains unshakable: their bond, their hope, and the nation's love for them both. So tonight, as we send our thoughts and prayers to Ben Shephard, let's remember what he's given us: the laughter, the warmth, the countless mornings he's made brighter just by being himself. And let's give that love back louder than ever. Because if there's one thing stronger than fear, it's love. And Ben's story reminds us that no matter how hard life gets, love, real love, never gives up. We're with you, Ben, every step of the way.